Welcome to Heroes of Education with Class Act Federal Credit Union. Today we are here at Seneca High School with Miss Jennifer Freeman.
Well, I taught English for 10 years. The last 2 years or so, I've been the course recovery teacher at Seneca High School. Well, course recovery, it's for anybody that's not on track to graduate for whatever reason. Maybe you're sick and you miss a lot of days of school for health reasons, or maybe you got into some legal trouble and you miss a lot of days that way. It doesn't matter. You can come into my room, you can take online courses, I can help you take those online courses, you recover the credits you need, and you get to graduate. My counterpart and I, it's just the two of us, and we've recovered 255 credits this school year.
So thank you so much for joining us today. I guess my first question is, what made you want to be a teacher?
Well, I think school was the safest and the happiest place for me when I was younger. So it was kind of a given that I was going to be a teacher. Ever since I was 5 years old, I would come home from school and line my stuffed animals up on my bed, and I would teach them whatever I learned in school that day. Wow. So I had to be a teacher.
Was that a good method of teaching yourself the stuff that you needed to learn?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. And it was a lot of fun. I liked my stuffed animals.
And were they able to do well on the tests also?
Absolutely. I think 3 little words go a long way. So I always say, I'll help you. And so just knowing that you're not alone can move mountains. So no matter what it is, I'll just say, you can do it. Let's do it together. I'll help you. For the last 13 years, I've been a PTSA officer some way, some form, some fashion. I'm currently the Vice President of Programs. Programming is my thing. I love student programming. I love student leadership programs. So I gravitate to those type of initiatives. So we do a lot of different programs here in our building. The most noteworthy is definitely Kentucky Kids Day, where every kid in our building gets a snack on that special day in September, so they know that they're loved. We do a huge teacher appreciation program every year in May, and then we have
coming up soon.
It's coming up soon.
Yeah.
So we're frantically trying to get that together to make it special for our champions here. And then we have the Reflections Visual and Performing Arts competition, where kids get to showcase their skill. So 5 years ago, when I came to Seneca, I started a community service club. We call ourselves the Red Hawk Rangers, gave ourselves a cute little name, but we do about 1,000 hours of community service each school year. I had to take some time off, of course, because I had a baby, but other than that,
It's understandable.
Yeah, we do community service about once a week, and we do a range of things from we work a lot with homeless population and feeding the homeless, Salvation Army. We work with a lot of food pantries. We have a food pantry here at Seneca that we volunteer with weekly. So you see where my passion is. It's about feeding people.
Yeah.
But then we do other things too, like we volunteer at Goldsmith Elementary. We work with the animal shelter. And we work in food pantries across the nation too. We've done food pantries in Tennessee and Florida, in St. Louis. So I'm very passionate about feeding people. I know what it's like to go to bed hungry, and I've had that experience, and it's not fun. So my goal is to help eradicate hunger wherever possible.
Wow. Yeah.
So, and my Red Hawk Rangers share that passion with me.
Yeah, that's such a cool program. And it sounds like, I know you were mentioning that they've also been able to raise a substantial amount of money over the years, and that it's also, you've won an award a few times. Is that true?
Yes, we are part of the Lead to Feed program. Lead to Feed is a student leadership program, so it's totally free to students, and not only does it equip you with leadership skills, it kind of gives you a blueprint on creating, developing, and implementing a service project. And so you compete based on the project that you're doing for your nonprofit. And so we've been able to win 3 years. The first year was the Lord's Kitchen, and then the next 2 years was Hand in Hand Ministries. So collectively, we've won $40,000 for the community.
Wow.
And then as incentive, the school gets technology products. So we've been able to give $17,000 worth of Apple products to our school. So this year we're competing again, but we're competing for our local food pantry here in the school. I have a lot of health issues. I'm a type 1 diabetic for 22 years, so that within itself was a struggle. And then my mom died of liver cancer in 2014, and I was her sole caregiver until she took her last breath. So that's very hard to come to work and keep going when you have that in the back of your mind. But in 2017, my son was born at 26 weeks, so he was very sick.
Very young.
Yeah, he was very sick, but he fought his whole way through. He was on a ventilator for 4.5 months.
Gets that from his mom.
So he's determined, so I can't give up. I have to be determined too, because he's a little fighter. And so it's almost like my mother prepared me, not even knowing that taking care of her is what I needed in order to take care of him. And now I can take care of him pretty good, probably better than the NICU nurses, because he's my baby. I'm very grateful for everything she taught me, but definitely determinations, because I gotta have it to get through everything that goes on within a day. But my support system is great. I have great friends here in this building, and the administration is very supportive, and I have good friends and family, and I have connected to a sorority that's very supportive as well. So it takes a village. I'm a firm believer, not just to raise a kid, but to be a good citizen. I think it takes a village. Give back. No matter what your status is, you can always do something to help someone else. Because small acts of kindness go a long way, no matter what that is. Muhammad Ali says, service is the rent we pay for your room here on earth. Tomorrow is another day. I think sometimes you get overwhelmed, but we have bad days, and that's okay. You can have a bad day, but tomorrow's a new day. Start fresh.
Okay.
That's like the best advice I got from my mentor when I was becoming a teacher. As I said in the beginning, it was because we got a direct deposit on Thursdays, and that was like the biggest carrot ever.
So that was a good reason to join.
Yes. But I like the customer service. I'm always greeted with a smile every time I come into the branch. I like the satellite branches. And even when I've traveled and I've had to call the customer service to find a partner, it's called a partner bank maybe. They've always been able to find one in no matter what state that I'm in that's partners with Class Act, so I can get to my money.
Oh.
Whoever makes a basket.
Okay. So you're always supportive.
Yeah. I'm not glued to one. I try to be neutral, but I cheer for more Mustangs a lot because my nephew's a coach there, JV basketball coach.
Yeah, okay. Who's your nephew?
Jordan Bramlett.
Awesome. Yeah, we're familiar with Jordan as well. So a pretty solid family.
Yeah. So, one part of the Red Hawk Ranger program that we started a couple of years ago is a scholarship gala. So I named it after my mother when she passed in 2014. So it's called the Daisy Scholarship Gala. But the actual event is to raise money from any community source. So it does not have to be a business or a corporation. It can be anybody's parent or grandma or anybody in the community that wanted to donate to the scholarship fund. And it's it's purely based on your community service work. So it's not based on academics or your ACT scores. So it's kind of out of the box. And the Red Hawk Ranger seniors, they divide the money evenly. So it's never a whole lot of money. It may get a book or two depending on the year. Last year we had 13 seniors graduate. This year we have 4 seniors graduating. So it's really based on what we can raise based off our ticket sales for the event. So it's a gala, it's a set down event. We have some entertainment, the kids perform. We have some guest speakers. So it's growing, and hopefully years to come it'll get even bigger and better and raise more money for my kids.
That's really cool. And when is the gala?
It's always in the spring. We try to have it before March Madness.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You want to make sure you don't get distracted by all the basketball.
Yeah. So that's our goal. So it started off small, and it's kind of grown in 3 years. So we've been very fortunate to get people to donate like their services for the DJ and the caterer and buildings. So we save money on the front end so that money can go into the scholarship fund.
Sure. Yeah, that's such a cool opportunity. So if you hear that, just make sure that you're aware that that is something that you can give to, and clearly it's a worthwhile organization to vote to. So yeah, thank you for mentioning that.